what's up everyone, Same Time Gaming here. Welcome back for another Division 2 video. Well guys, while everybody is busy doing the summit and trying to reach 100 floors and miserably fail against the wall hacking hunters, I'm here testing the new skills and the new gear sets out. But today I'm actually going to review the new shrapnel trap that they're allowing us to test in PTS. I feel like this shrapnel trap is a bit better than the previous trap which we had, the heal trap or the repair trap or whatever that was called. So I feel it's kind of better, and I also think this is actually meant for PvP rather than PvE. Now I'm going to tell you why is that. So I'm using it on this build right now, the Eclipse Protocol build. I was testing this thing out. This is more like a defensive like CC build, which I use it on Legendary. I usually use Riot Foam and Shock Trap. So I was kind of using this Shrapnel Trap instead of the Shock and see how it actually performs. But I'm going to tell you, I'm kind of disappointed in PvE. But then one thing, it actually makes me kind of feel that this trap is going to be very useful in PvP. And I'm going to tell you why is that. So in PvE with a 6 skill tier build, I can do like 1.3 million damage. Of course, I can do it more than that if I use like talents on weapons and stuff. Like I can hit like 2.2 million with Harmony, and that is per trap. Okay, you have 15 traps. Per trap will do 1.3 million, and that you can increase it with the weapon talents and stuff, of course, glass cannon and all that. So yeah, and that's different. But right now with per trap, this thing can do 1.3 million. Okay, now PvP damage is 690, which we're not looking at right now in this build. So this is basically it. Now what it actually does, so I'm going to show you here. So you see this is basically like the what is that? The shock trap, but with a very less radius. The shock trap has a bit of bigger radius, but also this one is similar to the shock trap. So it takes like a circle rather than the heal trap or the repair trap that was like, kind of straight in line. So if I deploy this right now, it's gonna, it's just gonna go stick on the floor, like, it's sticky. That's all I can say. It goes to the walls and ceilings and everywhere. So you can see these tiny red traps. Everybody who comes in close contact to this is gonna explode, and each trap will do, like I said, 1.3 million, and of course you can increase that damage. So that will do like that. So what I think this is going to be useful is, especially missions with like a compact zone where the NPCs are stuck in a room or something, or again, a doorway where the NPC spawn from a door. You can throw this thing out, it's just going to explode them, and that's basically what it actually does. But there's one more mechanic that this shrapnel trap allows us to do, which makes it a kind of good contender in PvP. Now, let me tell you why is that. Okay, so I'm going to swap to my DPS build, which is my Negotiator Dilemma build here, and I love Negotiator Dilemma build. So this is an all red build. So let's see what it actually can do with an all red build. So if I swap to the shrapnel trap here and I equip it on my Negotiator Dilemma build, you can see I have 9 traps. Okay, so this is a 0 skill tier build, and I have 9 traps, and the damage is 729,000. Okay, but look at the PvP damage. That's 364,992, and of course you can increase it with like damage to target out of cover, armor damage, and stuff like that. But this is PvP damage. Okay, now this trap sticks on players or NPC's body. Okay, if you deploy this trap, it will stick on people's body. So in PvP, if someone's rushing you, or you're in cover, you're playing like Dark Zone or something, you see players, you just throw this trap, it actually sticks on their body, okay? And that will explode. And if you can like stick at least 3 or 4 traps, then it's going to do 364,000 each trap as an explosion damage. And you can't get escaped from the explosion damage because nobody has 100% explosion resistance. I mean, yeah. So this will do a lot of damage. And of course, you have your build, which will do damage, like your soul rifle build or whatever build you're using. That will also do the damage. You can of course fire your weapon, right? But this will take a lot of armor out for the players, and you can actually use this. Now, this is, like I said, it's a 0 skill tier, and this amount of damage is doing, and this is all explosion damage, guys. Okay, so And also look at the radius. It's actually the same radius as a 6-skill tier. You see, this is 0-skill tier negotiate dilemma build, and this radius is similar to the 6-skill tier Eclipse Protocol build I was using. And it has 9 traps, and the negotiate dilemma build had 15 traps. Right now, everything is sticked on the floor, on the ceiling, because there's the target there. So it sticks. Every time it sees an NPC or like a player or something, if you throw it, it's definitely going to go and stick. Look at that, how sticky that thing is, okay? So that's basically what it does. Like, it's going to stick on their body, and then it's going to explode, and that will do the amount of damage of course you have on your trap. And that's why I think this is going to be really good in PvP, because like if you're in cover, you're playing conflict or something, someone's rushing you, you can just throw this. You don't even have to throw it as like in front of them. Just throw it, aim at them, and look at that. It sticks on the body and it just explodes. See? So it just sticks. So it will stick on the player's body, and there's no way they can escape that. Of course, they can mitigate the bleed with hazard protection, but the explosion damage is crazy. And it will take their armor out. You can just throw it, stick on their body, and then you can just use your weapon and like shoot. And yeah, that's basically what I think this is going to be useful in PvP. But yeah, of course, further testing do need it. It's just a PTS. We have to test it in a live game and see how it actually works. But the way this thing actually working right now, with looking all the stats and stuff, I feel like this is going to be really good in PvP rather than PvE. So yeah, let me know your thoughts, what you think about it, because that's the only like mechanic would actually let it stick on people's body. That's why I feel that if you can stick on a player's body at least like 3 or 4 traps, and it does 364,000 damage. So 3 taps will take their armor out completely. Like, seriously, this is explosion damage we're talking about. So there's no way you can actually mitigate the explosion damage. Of course, you can have like 10-20% explosion resistance, but still, this will take quite a bit of armor out from the players. So, you just need to throw where the player's running at, like on the ground, or just aim at their body, and it will stick on them. And that's why I feel this is going to be really sweet. But I did test it on PvE, and I didn't thought it's going to be too impressive in PvE. But yeah, the damage in PvE is really nice. Like with the Harmony or something like that, you can actually increase the damage to like 2 million, and that will be per trap. But the radius is kind of small. The radius on the shrapnel trap is 2 meters, where the shock trap has 4 meters. So the NPC has to be very, very close to the trap. And that's what I feel like in PvP. Also, if you try and use this, the players might see the trap on the floor and they will not go to that place, because the radius is 2 meters. So they literally have to be on top of the trap for the trap to actually explode. So that's why I feel the sticking mechanic is really good. So you can just stick it on people's body and it will explode. So that's why I feel like this is going to be really good in PvP. So let me know your thoughts. What do you think? And of course, I will definitely test this when it comes on the game, like the live game. But right now, I think that this is going to be good in PvP. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, peace.